high time to welcome our 14th and last candidate, Ray Cowen. Ray Cowen, here is the title of your thesis, NMR Investigations of the Hydration Reaction of Cementitious Calcium Silicate Hydrate. Right?
Yes.
With Professor Lyndon Emsley at the Laboratory of Magnetic Resonance and Professor Karen Scrivener at the Laboratory of Construction Materials.
Yes.
Are you ready, Ray?
I am.
Great. Enjoy.
All right, thank you. Nearly 1/10 of all man-made carbon dioxide emissions are due to a single material, concrete. Every year, we produce over 4 billion tons of cement. That's enough. You could take a 5-centimeter thick layer and pave over not just Lausanne, not just Lake Geneva, but over all of Switzerland, and still have some left over. There's simply no other material in the world that can be produced in such massive quantities. So while we won't just stop using cement, there are steps we can take to reduce its carbon footprint. When we make cement, we mix together water with a material called clinker. And this clinker is what's responsible for a vast majority of the CO2 emissions from cement production. You might be wondering, can we just use less clinker? And the answer is yes, to an extent. We're able to replace a portion of the clinker with alternative materials. This allows us to make the same amount of cement with a lower carbon footprint. Now, what I didn't mention is that clinker forms the glue of cement. So clearly, removing too much of it will weaken our cement. The goal of my research is to find a way to increase the strength of this glue so that we don't need as much. We know that this strength is controlled by the reaction between water and clinker. So in order to study this reaction, I use a technique called NMR. And the really cool thing about NMR is it allows us to look at individual atoms and tells us about the other atoms around them. We're able to see as bonds break and new bonds form. So when we dissolve clinker in water, it releases calcium and silicon, and this is what's represented on the slide behind me. NMR allows us to track these particles and see how they're interacting over the course of the reaction. And once we have a clear understanding of this basic reaction, we can even go one step further. We can add new elements. For instance, we know that adding zinc makes the reaction go on for longer, and this gives us a stronger cement, but we don't quite understand why. With NMR, we're able to pinpoint the exact role that zinc plays in making our glue stronger. This allows us to make new cements with lower clinker content. Ultimately, we aim to develop a low-carbon cement that meets or exceeds the strength of current cements. Because even modest reductions in the CO2 output of cement can have significant impacts on decreasing global carbon dioxide output, paving the way for a greener world. Thank you.